you the caretaker of the narcissist? Are you the caretaker of an elderly narcissist, or maybe a younger narcissist who needs care? So you feel like you can't leave. You feel like you cannot move out and get your own roof because you are the caretaker of the narcissist. If you leave the narcissist, who's going to care for them? They cannot care for themselves. They are physically unable to care for themselves. And you are the caretaker. The caretakers of the world. Caretakers of the world. People who care for other people because they cannot care for themselves. You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot, right? You're doing a lot. So maybe you cannot move out and get your own place, your own roof, because you are the caretaker of the narcissist. And you have to live with them. This is not that you have to. You just really feel obligated. Right? Maybe there's nobody else. There's nobody else. Unless you spend a fortune on a live-in nurse. Very expensive. And maybe you don't want to leave the person with a live-in nurse. If you choose to continue caring for the narcissist, the only choice is to work on that inner citadel like nothing you've ever worked on before. It's going to take a super strength inner citadel to be the caretaker of a narcissist. It might be one of the hardest jobs in the world to be the caretaker of a narcissist. Feeling obligated, feeling chained to them. What are your options? If you don't have the money for a live-in nurse, no other relative is willing to do it. What are you going to do? Just leave them in the house and let them pass? Because there's no one there? Because they physically cannot take care of themselves. What else can you do? The only thing you can do is work on your inner citadel. If you're not willing to just leave the narcissist to the government, to the system, I guess somebody would step in. Somebody with a badge would step in and put them somewhere. If you're not willing to do that, you have to work on emotional regulation. Try to keep the conversation brief. Don't stand there and go on and on with them. You're arguing with chaos. Try to keep the conversation brief. Build your own private space somewhere, quiet private space somewhere where you can go and just get away from their mouth. You might be bedridden. Or, I don't know. If they're bedridden or if they're immobile, at least they can't follow you. Come after you. You know they're gonna stay put. You have to have your own quiet away from their mouth, where you can have quiet and calm down in peace. And refuel away from their mouth. Because their mouth will get you. No matter how old they are, their mouth will get you. The elderly, they're still pretty strong. Elderly are still pretty strong. Or anyone, maybe it's an elderly, maybe they're a younger person who cannot care for themselves. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe you have to be a caretaker for your spouse. There's nobody else. You're narcissistic spouse. Sorry. Emotional regulation is what you're going to have to work on really hard. Otherwise, you're going to let it get to you. You're going to let their mouth get to you. Keep the conversation brief. I'm not saying be ice cold. If they want to share some feelings, listen, be there for them. But don't argue. Don't stand there and argue with the nonsense coming out of their mouth. You don't stand there and argue with it. No, I'm just trying to be crazy. If they start going into that, leave the room. No, don't say okay to him. I need to go do this. I'll be back. And then go take a break. Get away from their mouth. Breathe. It's gonna take. You're gonna have to get into serious relaxation practice. Because you're gonna have to relax a lot. You're gonna have to detox all that negativity. Because they're coming at you with negativity all the time. Complaining and insults. And you know how it is. The negativity. Toxic negativity with narcissism. Complaining and then insults. And maybe physical abuse. But hopefully not. Just pure negativity. You're going to have to detox all that negativity out of you. It'll make sick. So I really feel for the people. What you're doing is incredible. It's superhuman. It's almost superhuman. I'm not going to Disneyland talk, but it's almost can't be superhuman because we're human. It's almost superhuman what you're doing. And instead of pouring yourself into this the narcissist that you're caring for, which is okay. You gotta pour it into yourself. You gotta pour it into yourself first, and then give your care to them. Care for yourself first. Pour it all into yourself first, and then you get your overflow, and you can give your overflow to other people. Really work on emotional regulation and meditation and relaxation. Find things that make you happy. Anything that literally just instinctively gives you a smile, makes you happy, lifts your heart up, lightens up your heart. Do those things. That's what you're going to need to detox the negativity. Pour positivity into yourself. It's like a muddy cup of water that you put under a faucet. You turn the faucet on. Just let it flow. Eventually all the muddy water flows out and the water's clear. That's what you need to do like every 5 minutes if you live with a narcissist. Okay? The thing is, if they know, they're going to do the go. If they know that you have no choice but to put up with it, they're going to milk it. If they know that you have no choice but to put up with it, because you're their caretaker, they're going to milk it. Because they know you have to put up with it. They're going to milk it. They're going to crank it up. That's why you have to crank it up in here. And you have to make your power more stronger than theirs. You have to have larger amplifiers than them. Amplifiers, the thing you plug in to the electric guitar and it makes the sound. Your amplifier has to be much larger than theirs to drown out their amplifier. They're negative. They have a negative amplifier. Your positive amplifier has to be much larger to drown it out. You gotta build yourself your little sanctuary. Homaging to yourself, paying homage to worshiping yourself. Your photo is surrounded by all the candles in your little sanctuary. You're worshiping yourself. You have to worship yourself to build that inner citadel, to be able to withstand the negativity, okay? If you are obligated, if you feel, you're never obligated to anything, okay? If you feel obligated to live under the same roof with a narcissist because you are the caretaker, work on your inner strength. You're going to need it, okay? That's how you keep yourself together. You can do it. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just ultra challenging. You're taking on an ultimate challenge, okay? So just realize the challenge that you are undergoing is a big one, mighty big one. So you have to build faith in yourself that you can do it. If you're just struggling, if you're just crawling through every day, like, I just gotta make it. You don't have faith in yourself. You gotta build that faith. I can get through this day. Not like I'm trying to get through. No, I can get through this day.